Winnipeg Jets captain Adam Lowry expected to make his season debut on Tuesday against the LA Kings. After undergoing hip surgery during the offseason, Lowry rejoins the Jets, who started 9-3-0.
Watching the team win, though, it makes it easier. If the team was struggling and, going through a losing streak or something like that, maybe you put a little more pressure. They've been playing really well, and, that's kind of my goal, is just to come back in, not disrupt anything, and, like I said, contribute any way I can. I feel really good. I'm looking forward to being back out there. And, it's finally, feels like Christmas morning. So, I'm looking forward to it.
And the Jets will be going for a fourth straight win when they face the Kings on TSN Tuesday night. Coverage getting underway Tuesday at 9 Central for viewers in the Jets region. Jets, however, have not won a game in LA since December of 2023. Craig Button will be a part of that broadcast, and Craig Button joins us now from Truro, Nova Scotia, where he's checking out the under-17s. Craig, it's great to see you. The Jets have started this season nearly as hot as last season, Craig. They've been incredible. So how exactly does Scott Arniel work Adam Lowry back into this lineup?
Well, I think the easiest thing for Scott Arniel is to work back into the lineup good players. And Adam Lowry is an excellent player, arguably one of the best third-line centers in the entire National Hockey League. Jay, I often say this: good teams don't capsize when you lose good players. You continue to play on. And the Jets are a great example of this. They're 9-3 without Lowry, without Perfetti, without Sandberg. But make no mistake about it, the DNA of this team, it comes from Adam Lowry. He's a dyed-in-the-wool competitor. He digs in. He's hard to play against. And certainly when you're Scott Arniel and you see the flexibility he has with other players, you just slot Adam Lowry in. Because the greatest thing about Adam Lowry is how consistent he is. And you know what you're getting from him, shift in, shift out. And now when he comes back in the lineup, I think it helps Jonathan Toews, takes a little bit of the burden off of him. It's going to take a defensive burden off of Mark Scheifele, who has been simply outstanding early on in the season and a big part of the reason the Jets are 9-3. But Adam Lowry coming back in the lineup, you just put 17 on the board, slot him into your third-line center role, and then get everybody else into spots around him, and this team only gets stronger with his return.
One more thing I wanted to ask you about, Craig, but first I want to show you something. This is a clip from our show yesterday. Take a look. Calgary Flames, Philadelphia Flyers, Zayne Parekh playing in his 10th career game. This season will officially count toward his entry-level deal. He is sticking with the team. Wonder if we could talk to Craig Button about that this week. Curious to get his thoughts on that one. See, I hoped I was going to talk to you this week. I'm talking to you today, so I can ask you about Zayne Parekh, Craig. This is exciting.
Here I am. Here I am. It's like you ask, and then you get what you asked for.
I manifested it.
Wonderful.
I manifested it. So I should mention, Zayne Parekh was a healthy scratch in the 2 games prior to Sunday, Craig. What do you think about the Flames keeping Parekh up with the big club?
Well, I think that for Zayne Parekh and the Calgary Flames, this is the right move. He has been a great player for the last 2 seasons in the OHL with Saginaw. And when you consider how he's taken steps forward this year, and some of those steps may be a little bit smaller, might not be as obvious as some of the bigger ones that he will eventually take, I think it shows that he can handle the NHL. Jay, he's going to be a healthy scratch more times this year. You look at where he's at, and he burns a year on the entry-level contract, but 40-game mark is when you accrue a season for unrestricted free agency. I don't think he'll get the 40 games. I think he'll play in the World Junior Tournament. Saginaw gets eliminated in the OHL at some point. Then Zayne can go play in the American Hockey League. He can do a conditioning stint in the American Hockey League. And if he was playing in college, and I've said this to a number of people in the last couple of days, he wouldn't play more than 40 college games. So now the Calgary Flames can do exactly the same thing. Spot him in, figure out where they want to play him, figure out where they want him to work out on the ice to get a little bit more get more physical strength into his body, and go from there. But for me, sending him back to junior wasn't going to serve any purpose for the Flames or for Zayne Parekh, because it's too easy for him, and you don't want something to be easy for him. And I think he's taken some really what I would call those solid steps that shows the Calgary Flames that he can stay here and we can manage the workload over the course of the season.
And we'll see if Zayne Parekh's in the lineup Wednesday as the Flames try to win back-to-back games for the first time this season when they host the Columbus Blue Jackets. Craig, thanks for this.